Well, at the moment, it's Kuerten who's doing all the big returning, taking the ball so early. And from 40-15 to break point. Oh dear. The backhand really is a liability. He's constantly lifting it beyond the far baseline. 4 successive games for Kuerten. And Agassi looking at what would be his 7th first-round loss of the year. Six aces now. Followed by a second double fault.
Well, there's a good example of that stretch on the one-hander. And it reaches a stage where this isn't that wide of him, but doesn't even have the energy to get over there. Not that energy is really lacking, it's just that of course the mind's a bit bruised.
Just when he's putting a few ground strokes together, he misses one. 3-love Kuerten, second set. Andre Agassi with it all to do now. 5 successive games he's lost, a set and love 3 down, and well, the crowd trying desperately to lift him, but look at that, if he misses the first serve, he's in desperate straits. Just doesn't seem to react to the ball at all. Third ace.
It's a great dilemma really for him because of his style of play. Really, it's very difficult for him to get into matches. It's really a matter of hoping that it just clicks. You can't really assume the opponent's going to go off, although of course that would be a bonus.
Third double fault and 2 points for the double break. The 2 points, frankly, one assumes for Agassi to say bye-bye. He's been taken apart. The 2 times champion for the last 2 years. Looks as if he isn't going to last an hour this year.
Yes, when you think of the people he beat last year, Agassi beat Larson, he beat O'Brien, he beat Kafelnikov, he beat Muster, and he beat Chang in the final. So really, it's been downhill.
Eighth ace.
Agassi twice a runner-up at the French, and there are 6 French champions in this Cincinnati field. Chang, Bruguera, Courier, Muster, Kefalnikov, and Kuerten.
Well, you can only shake your head and almost sympathise with Agassi.
Yes, the worst part is that Kuerten really hasn't needed to play that well. Just occasionally come up with a terrific shot. But it hasn't been the performance he put up against Chang last week, where he was really brilliant.
Seven successive games for Gustavo Kuerten, who leads by a set and 5 games to love. And through, I mean, at Wimbledon we said goodbye to Michael Stich. We said sort of half goodbye to Boris Becker, at least in terms of major championships. And I wonder, I mean, if Agassi doesn't improve over the next few weeks, I'm sure he'll play the US Open, but if he, after that, what's the man going to do? I mean, there's not a lot of point scratching around. You've got a lot of money in the bank. Your wife is in a hit television series and has got a lot of money coming in. You know, why go through the agony of this?
Well, it's in many ways it's a shocking state of affairs, isn't it? I mean, if we lose these people so young, of course, part of the problem is the intensity of it all. And you named it, it's the amount of money that they have in the bank. They don't think of it when they're on court, but when they're practicing and when they know that they have virtually to well, work day in and day out, 2 practice sessions a day, 8 hours a day is what Agassi's got to work in order to get back on song. He looks at his bank balance and says, well, is it worth it? So that at the age of 27, we're not sure how much longer we're going to see him. A great shame when you think that people like Roseville and co are playing terrific tennis into their 40s. So we're not going to see Stich, we may not see Becker, and how long are we going to see Agassi?
The crowd trying desperately to ensure that we see him for a little bit longer this evening. You think he was serving for the title, not to stay in the first round. That, of course, is just what Agassi used to do, isn't it? Step forward, take the service return almost on the half volley and thump it for a winner.
Yes, just beautifully instinctive play, and of course it can come back to him. But it's going to involve, as I say, it's going to involve a lot of hard work, and is he prepared to do it?
Well, at least he's avoided a love set. And that at least enables him to salvage a little bit of pride. But how he would love to break serve. Hasn't come anywhere near that. Hasn't had a juice game on the Kuerten serve, let alone a break point. Ace number 9.
Well, 6-3, 6-1 was how Kuerten beat Chang last week in the Canadian.
Well, now, for the first time, Agassi with break point. Tenth ace, so many of them coming down the centre, and it's match point for Gustavo Kuerten. Well, reminders of years gone by, I suppose.
Yes. It does give you just a little bit of hope, doesn't it, that you like the taste of it. But really, in the end, it's the taste of victory that he desires most, surely.
Three-quarters of an hour is all that Andre Agassi, the champion for the last 2 years, lasted in Cincinnati of 1997. It's a sad sight. Take nothing away from Kuerten, although I think he would be the first to agree. Well, I didn't play especially well. I didn't have to. But poor old Andre Agassi, it's a nightmare year. And one wonders how much longer he'll want to put up with it.
Yes, it's going to depend a lot, obviously, on him, but on those around him. Just whether they can persuade him to dig deep, to work hard, to try and revive. There's no doubt it can. At the age of 27, there's a lot of good tennis left in him. But does he want to apply himself mentally to it? I hope he does.
So that was Agassi out. Coming up after the break, we'll have some of the action from Philippoussis and Schalken.